In the arms of Lady Yvaine, her husband, Sir Calogrenant, lay mortally wounded. Surrounding them was the court of Arthur. Many knights stood and listened to the story of a man in the north protecting a fountain. The rumours go this man proclaimed the water had special powers and told tales of blasphemy. Angered by this, Arthur set about arranging his men, but it would take too long and Yvaine's patience wore thin for her husband's justice. Knowing she was not going to be picked to go with Arthur anyway, she took her husband's armour and rode out on her own. Yvaine travelled north, tackling the harsh terrain and navigating through thick forest, until finally she stumbled upon the fountain. She prepared herself and reached her hand down into the water. Out of nowhere, a knight in red charged towards Yvaine. She was ready and parried the knight's blade. The two became entangled in a duel, leaving them both out of breath. Yvaine spotted her moment and pushed her way through the knight's defences. Her blade found skin and sliced a deep wound into her opponent. The knight staggered away and ran towards a small hidden tower. Yvaine followed the trail of blood into a room where the knight lay dying in the arms of a lady. There it was revealed this knight was called Escalados, and he had been protecting this group of ladies who had vowed to God to look after the fountain. Showing distress, the ladies explained that they needed someone to help them protect the fountain, for it was a sought-after place for men to visit and wash them of their sins. Yvaine understood the importance and vowed to stay. Seasons went by and they lived happily. In time, Yvaine forgot of her previous life, and her wounds from losing her husband began to heal. One spring morning, though, a group of well-armoured knights barreled through the forest and towards the fountain. Yvaine charged out wearing the red armour and knocked the first knight to the ground. The second knight stepped forward, but she was ready and parried the knight's blade and pushed her pommel into his face, causing him to fall to the floor. He regained his senses and kicked Yvaine's foot out from under her. Reaching for his sea axe, he pushed it to her throat. The knight cut Yvaine's chin strap to reveal her face to the invading knights. They stopped and stood in shock. The knight dropped his knife and removed his helmet, showing himself to be Sir Gawain. The first knight then revealed himself to be Sir Kay, who I am sure made some excuses for being caught off guard. That evening they all shared a feast. Arthur praised Yvaine and offered her a position on the round table, the very one her husband was going to have. Yvaine agreed and she took up her place, sat next to Sir Percival, the knight for next time.